why don't we get started seated? And yeah, make your way there. Have a little bit of music in the background. Cool. And as we do find our seat, let's go ahead and take soles of the feet together, knees wide. So rather than, just sitting cross-legged, we'll do this. If it feels better in this moment to even sit on something, like you can sit on a blanket, you can sit on your block if it feels nice to elevate your hips. And then also, rather than having your feet like really close to you, scoot your feet away from you so you create more of like a diamond shape. And then holding on to your shins, take a moment to sit up nice and tall, roll your shoulders down and back. Maybe even rock your head a little bit side to side. And then take a deep breath in, just feel yourself sit up really tall. With an exhale, begin to fold yourself forward, relaxing your head and neck eventually, and letting your shoulders relax a bit too. And then take your time taking a couple deep breaths. It might feel nice to take some open mouth exhales. These first few moments are just going to be for you to settle in, come into your practice and into your space. And then holding maybe around the tops of your feet, even your ankles, whatever's most comfortable. Take a gentle grip. Begin to activate your Ujjayi breath if you haven't already. And then whatever it is that you're holding on to, take a breath in, halfway lift. Kind of press your hands or your arms straight, lift up through your chest. As you exhale, fold yourself back down. And then these little waves with the body. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out your spine. Exhale, fold, forehead towards your heels. And then one more time, half lift, breathe in. And fold yourself in as you breathe out. Maybe crawl your fingertips a little bit farther forward so you're not really gripping anything now. Let your hands walk over towards the right side and kind of fold over that right leg. Now almost like you're going to tap your forehead to your right knee. And then crawl yourself over towards the left. Give yourself a moment to do that same thing on the left side. Relax your forehead down. And then crawl yourself back through center. Begin to upright your spine. And as you do sit up nice and tall, stretch your right leg out in front of you. Bring the sole of your left foot in. Reach up towards the sky, inhale. Fold over your right leg. And if the hamstrings feel pretty tight today, you can always take your strap and use your strap to kind of reach for the ball of your foot and then give the toes a nice big little tug back. Let's take one more round of breath. And then gently release the strap or whatever it is that you're holding on to. Begin to roll yourself back up. And you'll bend into your right knee. We're going to find that deer shape, so your right shin parallel to the top of the mat. So just scoot that left leg around. But rather than pulling your left knee really far away, bring your left knee to the sole of your right foot. So now your legs are connected. And then sit up nice and tall. You can even press into your fingertips. Let's take a twist over to the right. So your left hand meets your right knee or thigh. Couple rounds of breath. Feeling yourself sit up tall and then twist. And then begin to unravel yourself. Take your arms up towards the sky. Breathe in. And palms down in front of your heart. Breathe out. You're going to scoot your right foot just a little bit closer, like up your thigh a little bit. And then you're going to see if you can lean forward slightly and start to press up onto your shin. Reach your arms up to the sky and gently press your hip bones forward. It's almost like you're taking a little back bend, but lift and lift up. Breathe in. Palms to your heart. Slowly sit yourself back down as you breathe out. And then we'll try that again. Inhale, sweep your arms up, shift forward, rise up onto your shin, press your hips forward. Exhale, palms to heart, sit it down. And then last time, sweep it all the way up, breathe in, hips press forward. And exhale, palms to heart, sit down. Bring your left fingertips to the ground, stretch your right arm up and over. Maybe right hand to the back of your head if that feels nice on the shoulder. And then using your right hand to the back of your head, bring your spine back to neutral, chin to your chest, hands interlace behind your head. Breath in lifts you up, elbows wide. And then release your hands behind you. Go ahead and unravel the legs from that shape. Bring them out in front of you and maybe just windshield wipe your legs a time or two side to side. We'll go left leg long, right foot in. Reach up to the sky, flex through your toes, breathe in. And fold over your left leg. And then choose if you'd like to take it with your strap, just to give yourself a little bit more arm length. Spend a few moments with your hamstrings, but also breathing through your low back. And then slowly begin to lift yourself up. You can toss that strap to the side. And then let's find that deer shape on the left side. As you parallel your left shin, that right leg moves around, but kind of tap the sole of your foot to your right near thigh. Sit up nice and tall. And first we're going to work the twist. Rotate over towards the left. Give it one more round of breath. And then you'll begin to unravel yourself. And as you come back towards center, you'll scoot that left foot just a little bit farther down your thigh, palms in front of your heart. Start to lean forward a little bit and see if you can use a little bit of hip strength to rise up. Stretch your arms up and kind of press your hips forward. With an exhale, sit all the way back down. And then try that twice more. Inhale, sweep it up, hips press forward. Exhale, back down. Last time, rise, reach. Exhale, back to the floor. Right fingertips tap down, left arm stretches up and over. Left hand to the back of your head. And then from here, as you upright your spine, drop your chin into your chest, both hands interlace. Lift your head up and back, elbows wide, breathe in. And then release your hands. Let's find our way to tabletop, find hands and knees. As you situate to tabletop, find a wrist stretch, whether it's walking your hands outward or totally backwards. Draw some circles with your body. And then again, one or both at the same time. Start to flip your palms up, make fists. Rock forward and back a little bit. And then all in time, come back to neutral wrist. Tuck your toes under. Bring your feet all the way together so your heels are really close together. And then as you walk your hands back, lift your knees, but separate your knees out really wide. And it's kind of like you're trying to bring your heels to the ground. I don't know if anyone's heels touch the ground. Mine don't come anywhere near it. But with the knees nice and wide, crawl your hands forward. It's kind of like a child's pose, but your knees are lifted off the ground. And then begin to slide your hands back little by little. Forward fold, hips go up. Separate your feet out hips width apart so you can find a nice comfortable ragdoll and sway your torso a little bit. Grab your strap wherever it's at and then begin to roll your way up to standing. As your head begins to lift, stretch your arms up with the strap nice and wide. Breathe in. And then drop your hands behind you as you breathe out. Inhale brings you back up. Exhale, bring it forward. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands fall behind you. Take it all the way up, breathe in. And the straps come forward as you breathe out. Shorten the grip on the straps just a little bit. Step your right foot about halfway up the mat and pivot your left toes out slightly. Take a breath in, lift up. And then draw your arms back kind of towards that point of resistance and hold there for a moment. Feel nice and tall with one more breath in. And then slowly begin to lean yourself forward. Keep the strength on the strap pulled out nice and wide with a nice flat back. Then begin to fold your way down. Fingertips can tap down towards the ground. Relax your head and neck with your legs straight. Then grab a hold of that strap again. Begin to rise yourself up. As you come back towards neutral, reaching up, shift the weight into your right foot, step your left foot to the top of the mat, pivot your right toes out a little bit once you land. Draw your arms back, find that point of resistance. Keep a little length in your low back, your core a bit strong here. Take another inhale. And then start to lean forward. Forward, forward, tall, tall spine. Little by little, let yourself fold all the way down. Breathe through your left leg now. And then grab the strap, begin to rise all the way back up. Arms stretch up overhead. Step your right foot up to meet your left. And then take your feet nice and wide. Toes slightly out. Take a full breath in. Start to sit your way down into Malasana. See if you can keep that strap for a moment. Stretch that strap forward. And then release it down to the ground, palms in front of your heart. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Forward fold, hands to the ground, hips up. And as you pivot your toes forward, take a halfway lift. Breathe in. Palms to the ground. Step your left foot back. Lower your left knee down and then crawl your right toes forward, even out towards the right just a little bit. Plant your left hand, sweep your right arm to the sky, twist. Option is there to roll to the outer edge of your right foot. Take a really full breath in into this rotation. And then stretch your right fingertips over towards the top left corner of the mat. Rotate open nice and big again. Breathe in. Tap to the left. Breathe out. One more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, tap. Right hand slides back beneath the shoulder. Step back to a tabletop or kind of like a modified plank, and then just lower yourself down to the ground. Fingertips spread out nice and wide. Tent them. Inhale, peel your chest up. Exhale, dip your right shoulder down, look left. Back through center, breathe in. Left shoulder dips, breathe out. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, release down to the ground. Hands by your chest. Start with a little baby cobra, so you use more back strength than anything, and then decide if it feels good right now to press the ground away. Exhale, release back down to the ground. Press up to tabletop. Let's find downward facing dog, hips up. Enjoy a few moments in down dog. Breathe through the backs of your legs. Let's take a really full breath in. Part your lips, let everything release. And then look forward so you can walk your way to the top of the mat. And once you get to a forward fold, lift halfway, breathe in. Tap your fingertips down, step your right foot back. Lower your right knee down. Maybe shimmy that left foot out a little bit wider. Left arm to the sky. Stay or roll to the outer edge of your left foot. We'll stay with the breath in. And then left fingertips all the way over towards the top right corner. Twice more. Inhale, open. Exhale, sweep it up and over. One more. Breathe in. Reach to the right. Breathe out. Slide that left hand back again. Step back to a modified plank. Lower all the way down onto your belly. Baby cobra, start there. Breathe in. Exhale, release. Baby or full cobra, up to you. Take an inhale. Start to make your way to a child's pose. Knees out nice and wide. Big toes together to touch. Sit your hips back. Relax your forehead down. Slow, full breaths. Pick your forehead up off the ground so you can thread your right arm through, lower your right shoulder and the side of your head down. You'll use the breath in to slowly begin to unravel that right arm forward again. And then thread your left arm through. Lower your left shoulder and the side of your head down. And let your arms begin to unravel. Come back to child's pose just for a moment. Melt your heart down. And then press into your palms. Shift forward. Find that little child's pose back bend. Hips down, toes up. Stay open in your heart. Breathe in. And then start to roll your hips back. Make your way down to a seat. We're going to come back to soles of the feet together. You might scoot up and centralize yourself on the mat. Soles of your feet together, knees wide. This time maybe heels come a little bit closer towards you. Breath in, sit up tall. Breath out, fold yourself down. Doesn't matter how far in you go. Find some sensation, and then just like we did at the beginning, 3 of those pulses. Inhale, straighten your arms, lengthen your back. Exhale, fold. Twice more. Breathe it in. Breathe out. Once more on your own. And this next time that you inhale, roll back up. Gather your knees together. Separate your feet out, hips width apart, hands towards the ground. Fingertips point towards your body. Reverse tabletop, hips lift. Deep breath in. Slowly back to the ground. Sit a little bit closer towards the top of the mat. Stretch your arms forward. Breathe in. Make sure your block and strap are within reach, and then roll your way down. Land down on your back. Again, have that block within reach. Find a bridge pose. Press your hips up. And then lower your hips back down. And then do that again. Inhale, hips lift. Exhale, let it go. Last time, lift your hips, breathe in, slide that block underneath your low back. Find supported bridge. And then any leg shape. You can stretch your legs out, you can butterfly your legs if you'd like. Any arm shape. Keeping your feet flat on the ground is obviously perfect as well. Let's take about 5 more breaths here. Begin to lift your hips up. Take that block out from underneath you. Once you come down to the ground, broken bridge, feet wide, knees together. And drop your knees over to the left. Scoot your right knee in line with your hip. And then options there to cross left ankle over. And let yourself unravel your legs. And as you come back through center, draw your knees into your chest. And then step your feet out nice and wide, knees fall to the right, left knee in line with your hip, with the option across ankle over knee or thigh. We'll give ourselves a chance to unravel from this side. Once again, draw your knees into your chest. Rock a little bit side to side. Go ahead and take that strap that you can hopefully easily reach for, loop it around your right foot, take your right leg up, left foot flat to the ground or straighten it out. Let's go leg open towards the right. Lift your leg back up towards the sky and you're headed into a twist. Scoot your hips to the right a little bit as you guide that straight leg twist. And then for a moment, loosen the grip on the strap. Just bend into your right knee so you can take more of a spinal twist for a moment. And then unravel your legs. As you come back through center, take both legs into the strap, stretch them up towards the sky. And then begin to explore your left leg. Let's keep it pointed straight up for a moment. And we'll go straps in the left hand so you can rotate that leg open. And we'll begin to take left leg back up. Scoot your hips to the left a little bit so you can take that twist all the way over. You'll loosen the grip on the strap so you can bend your knee. Just enjoy the spinal twist for a moment. And then unravel. Knees into your chest, a nice big hug. Happy baby or anything that helps you to finish off your practice. This is your time. And little by little, you'll begin to find Shavasana. You'll take a few moments to let your body relax into this final position. Feel every part of you just soften down. And we'll take one more really deep breath in. Let your whole body fill up. And open your mouth. Let everything release. And just let yourself be soft, relaxed, and still for a few moments. And taking a slightly deeper breath. And eventually just a really full-bodied breath. Fill all the way up to the top and then open your mouth, let everything release. Find some movements in your body that help reawaken you. That might include stretching your arms up overhead. And then little by little, if you choose to, coming up towards a seat. Stretch your arms up towards the sky for a moment. Take a deep breath in. And palms in front of your heart, breathe out. A moment of gratitude for yourself, for your life, for what is to come. And then to anyone else that you want to sprinkle that gratitude to. With that, a deep breath in, a deep breath out. In gratitude, we bow. Thank you so much for being here. Namaste.